Be making basics.
What's good, y'all? It's Ever J. I'm back again with another video. In this particular lecture, what I'm going to be covering is how to use panning to create space in the mix. So far, we have got the proper levels, EQ the tracks, and now it's time to just create more room, because right now everything is just going straight down the middle. That's not good, okay? So what we're going to actually do is we're going to start off with the drums on this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to go ahead and go to all the melody and mute that on out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go instrument to instrument, kind of show you where I kind of set everything. So when it comes to the kicks, I'll keep those dead center. Okay. That's going to be dead center along with the snares, but I usually try to notch them over a little, like especially if I have more than one snare. I'll notch one over to the left a little bit, very little, and one over to the right a little bit. So I'm going to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to leave the kicks alone, and we're going to start going in with the snares. So I'm going to bring this right over here like that. All right, cool. So this, you just saw I just brought it over to the left or right. This you're starting to create some room to where you're making it a more stereo vibe. All right. Now, as you move down the list here, you get to like hi-hats, cymbals, risers, and stuff like that. This is where we're going to get a little bit more creative in pulling those over a little farther to the left or right. Hi-hats, though, those can be tricky, but I'm going to just kind of play it by ear on this, going to, to left or right. Now I like how that hi-hat is sounding coming out the right speaker a little bit better. So I'm gonna leave that there. Let's check out the cymbal here. All right, so again, what you're trying to create is like a stereo feel to it, right? You don't want everything just going straight down the middle. You also want to create some dynamics, and you also want to create this a little bit of a more feeling with this, and that's what this can do by mixing this properly, pushing stuff over to the left or right properly. That's what you're going to create with that. So I'm going to put this riser to the left or right as well. We'll see how this downer sounds. We'll put that to the left. Actually, I like how that sounds on the right a little better. All right, now we're gonna work on this what. Kind of push that to the side some. All right, so let's listen to the drums. I feel like we have a good balance with that. So now what we're gonna do is start to bring in the melody. Again, we want to focus. Our primary focus is gonna be on this guitar. We developed it or deducted that this is going to be the main star. So I'm gonna put this right here, and we're gonna find a spot for this. Now, the only reason why I kind of go ahead and push this guitar over to the left compared to maybe pushing it dead straight or to the right is because I this what was to the right. I wanted to kind of separate it from the guitar because they kind of both have some high frequencies. So that's why I did that. Let's listen to the detuned sample part. All right, so now I'm going to work on the brass. All right, so one thing I was doing here, I want you to pay attention to is like when it comes to mixing, like panning two high end sounds or two sounds that have high frequencies that are kind of hitting around the same, you want to make sure that you don't have those going on the same path, so to speak. So like for instance, if this one right here is setting at like 17, you don't want this flute that has that same type of high frequency sitting at that same spot. It's going to clash. So that's why I kind of push this one to the left and with this one to the right. All right. Let's kind of push this over here, get these last two sounds, and then we'll kind of listen to it over again and, you know, tweak little things here. Cool. So I didn't want that too left or too right. I wanted to kind of just be in your face, but I don't want it to be overly in your face. So we did kind of just notch it over to the right a little bit. And then this last little flute. All right, cool. So I'm going to listen to it again so you can kind of hear the mix. Only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and instead of this having this hi-hat stick right there, I'm going to put this hi-hat to the middle and I'm going to show you that other plugin I was telling you about. This plugin is actually from Cable Guys. It's a plugin called Pancake and it's great for hi-hats. Now you don't want to actually do that all the time, but it can give a pretty cool effect in your mix. So basically what we're going to do, we'll put the plug in on the hi-hat and we're going to kind of play around with this and kind of see if we like it like that. Now, when you go into this plugin, there's a couple things I want you to pay attention to. Obviously, this right here is going to be like the right side and this is the left side, and this line is going to show you kind of what it's doing here. You can come over here and do a lot of different things to it, but I'm going to kind of keep it simple, leave it like that. I also want to show you this over here where it says LFO. You can create the speed of which this is going to go to the left or the right. Okay, so it's going to go over 2 bars. I can have it go over 4 bars, over 1 bar, etc. I'm going to leave it at the 2 bars, and we're going to see how it sounds. All right, so sounds kind of cool. Now, let's say that you don't want it to go so far to the left or the right. If you hit this button right here, it's gonna bring that in some, so it's not gonna be as bad. So that's pretty cool. I liked how that sounded. I didn't like it how it was going. It was moving too fast by just doing on the 2 bars. So I moved it to the 4. But overall, that is pretty much the lecture. If you have questions, please let me know. I'm going to listen to it again with you all, and we'll make some little tweaks into it. But for the most part, this is done. But let's check it out. Yeah, man. I feel like it's going in the right direction here. And obviously, what you want to do is take some time to listen to it over and over again and continue to sweeten it up and continue to move things in such a way to where it's not conflicting with other things in the track. So what you're listening for is, all right, is this sounding too high or too loud, or is this sounding like the high end frequencies, or is it clashing with another instrument? If it is, you might want to turn it to the left or the right, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank you again for watching this. If you have any questions, please let me know. And the next lecture is going to be a banger. We're going to continue to go on with this, but I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace.